Hi everybody, my name is Manny Fresh. Today we're going to talk about Screen Connect and TeamViewer, how to install them, and what to tell your customers in the event that they don't know what they're doing. Here we go. Hi everybody, it's Manny Fresh, coming to you today with a episode about Screen Connect and TeamViewer, the two most popular remote support softwares that I use in my profession in helping people or repairing machines remotely. I'm going to be showing you step by step how to install this software to help remotely and to receive help in the event that you need help legitimately from a company that hopefully you have vetted and know who they are. You didn't just get them from the first thing you see on Google when you type in customer service remote or anything like that. So don't do that. Make sure that you understand the person who is helping you. Make sure you know or try to know as much about the company who is helping you, the person who is helping you. So let's get right to the installation process. Here, so we go to help.mirandamines.com, which is the company I work for. Now this screen right here is the screen that I take people to in order for them to install the software, so that way I can actually see what they see, which is part of the remote software that I'm doing. So in their case, I give them a code at this point, and then they essentially click it here and then install it. From here, I would create a code, and then I would say, hey, your code is, 9691. And they would put the code here in their computer, and they would install this, and they'd say, oh, okay, I'm going to download the app. So you click on that, you click allow, and then at this point, you click on the Miranda Mines client, which is sitting down here, as you can see. And my handy Galaxy Fold, which, honestly, I love this thing. It's the best thing I've had ever as far as functionality of it. But I'm thinking of trying that new gold iPhone, and when it comes in, I'm definitely gonna unbox it for you guys, see what you think, because it looks the best phone I've ever seen. When I get it though, I got one for my wife as well, surprise. Then I would say, hey, it's coming up, you should receive a box that says consent to control or refuse to control. Obviously I tell them to consent, and then you realize, oh no, wait, I can't click anything, I can't see anything. Well, there's a reason why. Because OS X has brought these things in to help prevent access or unauthorized access to remote software, so they can control your machine, which I get, and I'm totally okay with it. But it's a pain in the butt, and there's a lot of people that don't know much about computers. They just need help. They're like, my printer works, doesn't work, I'm just trying to print out a receipt, whatever it is. They get frustrated, so you're already dealing with kind of an a customer that is unsatisfied at the moment, but they're calling you to try to install this software to try to, help fix their issue. So at this point, I say, okay, on your screen, you click consent to control, but there's going to be a few boxes that pop up. All right, one of them, it says Miranda Mines Computer Services Client wants access to your control, blah, blah, blah. You just say okay to that. Now, the accessibility is the important one, because the accessibility is the thing that will give me full access to the machine. Because initially when I log in, I can't see anything, nor can I control it, because this accessibility feature needs to be in play. So I come over here, I tell them to click on that open net system preferences. I tell them to click on the lock. I go ahead and put in, or ask them to put in the password. They put it in, and then it goes just like this, where it says, okay, I need you to click on the little box that says Miranda Mines Computer Services Client, and then that's it. On the new OS X, the Catalina, and probably beyond, there's an extra accessibility, which I will show you. It's very annoying, but it is right here. So it's in the same area, which is security and privacy, and it'll look a little bit different in Catalina, because I have it at work. I just don't have it on this machine, because honestly, I hate Catalina. But it's inevitable for some people, I get it. So in this area right here under privacy, there will be another, besides accessibility, there will be another area where it says screen recording, right? So that extra category is going to be there, and you need the customer to click on that category, and the box will pop up and say you need to, adjust these open system preferences, and it'll already take them to the place where they need to go. They just need to scroll down and then click on those two options, and at that point you can essentially do whatever it takes to help them, or as a customer they can do whatever it takes to help you. Now, time for TeamViewer. You tell them to go to teamviewer.com, you say download for free, click on allow, click on the download, and then you'll be able to see TeamViewer right there. Tell them to open up their download folder and click on the thing that says TeamViewer. And of course the DMG will pop open. It will show them this box where it says TeamViewer. You tell them to double click that, and then you just click on install TeamViewer. At this point, they go through the normal, just say agree and continue. If it asks you for a password, remember to put in the password that you use to log into your machine every day, because a lot of people don't know what password you're talking about because there's so many of them. But at this point, now we get to the initial setup. So we hit continue. And for unattended access, you tell them to skip that, because they don't need unattended access unless that is a customer that you were trying to get on unattended access so that you can remote access their machine without their permission, which we don't do that unless a customer begs us, please log into my machine whenever you feel like, because I need help when I need help. And that's fine. We have to sign agreements. But we generally still get their permission to log in. We don't just log in because it just seems weird. You don't want to make people think that you're, in any way a snoop, or, it's just weird. So you stay away from that stuff. You're only there to fix whatever you're fixing, and then you move forward. Makes people feel better. It's good for customer service. Hey, okay. Okay, so we say skip the unattended access, and then we click on finish. Now, what's cool about TeamViewer is that they have this here, which is review system access, which is a cool little screen. It's not just a little pop-up box that shows essentially what you need to do and takes you there. Screen Connect does multiple little boxes, and sometimes they don't pop up right away. They pop up on behind other boxes, and people have trouble finding them. Oh, I don't see it there. And obviously you're guiding them over the phone, so it's tough to guide them through what they obviously cannot see. However, with TeamViewer, it's just one big screen, and it has all of them on that one screen. So there's little details like that matter. If you don't know this stuff, this is the point where you need to go back and review this and make sure you have this on point. I can't stress enough how much time I've wasted not knowing exactly what they see, and then trying to guide them through the process of installing this kind of remote software when they're the kind of person that just hates their computer or only needs it for work. I hear that all the time. Or I'm a noob, or I'm the dumbest person in the world with a computer. I hear that all the time, but they can get through this, so they're obviously not dumb, as dumb as they think. So we go back to the request access. You say, hey, you got to click on request access. It's going to pop up a box that says open system preferences. You click on system preferences, it'll take you right to the area where you tell them, hey, click on the lock, put in the password that they need to open the security and privacy tab of the system preferences on your Mac. At that point, you click on the little checkbox next to TeamViewer, and then you're basically good to go. As soon as you close it, it'll say, all right, there's a red one that's still denied. You click on open full disk access preferences, and then you click on the lock, put the password back in, and at this point, click on the plus sign, and from there you say, hey, go to your applications folder, which by default there will be an applications section underneath the favorites So you just go down to TeamViewer and then tell them to click that and click open, and at that point you say later. Now I have an ID and password, or your customer should have an ID and password. So at this point I will open up TeamViewer on my my Galaxy Fold, and I open up TeamViewer, and I've done this before where, you know, in an emergency, and someone's like, oh my gosh, you know, I lost a file or something, whatever it is. If I'm out and about, I can remote in, which is very nice. You can do this on iPhone and Android as well. I like the Fold because it gives you, you know, gives you that nice big old screen, which is nice. You can do it on a tablet too. I've got a Mac. I've got my iPad Pro 12.9, so that is obviously the best to do it on. If I'm in a pinch, I do my phone. But if I can use this, I will, unless I'm at work, in which case obviously I just use my computer. That's how you install TeamViewer. So this tutorial is mainly to tell you about those annoying aspects of trying to install remote software. I hope this information is helpful. See you next time. Let me know what you would like for me to do next in the comments. I've got a list of things that I'm going to be going over, but I'd like your feedback, so please subscribe, comment, whatever. It's totally fine.